Good morning, everybody. My name is Arvind, and I am a MBA grad in finance. So currently, I'm working for Walmart, and I do love teaching, and maths is one of my favorite subjects. So I'm going to give a presentation on mathematics today. The topic will be numbers, number system, which is the first topic in any class when you start off your mathematics course. So when we say numbers, in so when you open any maths book, the first thing you see a number system. Now what is this number system? Number system means there are various kinds of numbers. So when I say a number 10, so a 10 comprises of two numbers, 1 and 0. 1 is unit, zeros will be, it's a null number. So how come a number is formed? So whenever a number is formed, it has to be in a combination of unit, tens, hundred. This is a metric system which we have it in number system actually. So let's say if I write 102, so 102. So the first thing we need to understand in a number is that there are various kinds of numbers. So the number starts with 0. So when I say the whole numbers, it has to start from 0 and it will go till infinity. Infinity means there is no end to it. It will keep on occurring. Let's say it goes beyond million and billions. When I say natural numbers is always going to start from 1 till, let's say 100. I'll take the example of till 100 now, just for this class. So whole numbers, when I say write the list of whole numbers, so you have to write from 0 to 100. When I say natural numbers, you've got to write from 1 to 100. Now, these are various segregation of numbers. The other numbers, we have all learned multiplication, right? When we start our classes, we marked up the tables. Now, if I say 12 to the 24, now what is this 24? Now 24 is a even number. Now what is even numbers? All those numbers which are divisible by 2. So if you see this word number 24, the 4 is in the units place. So in any number, you have, when you write and bound a number, you have to start from the left hand side. The first position is the units place, the second position is the tens place, and the third position will be hundreds place. So if I write 24, it will be unit place is 4. So if I divide 4 by 2, it goes, right? It will knock off. So if I can say that 24 is divisible by 2. So any number that is divisible by 2 is a prime number. Similarly, even odd numbers. Now in the odd numbers are numbers which are just complementary to even numbers. Even numbers are divisible by 2, odd numbers are not divisible by 2. So if I take the example of 3, I cannot divide it by 2. So if you see that, let's say I take the example of 1 to 10. So my 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, these are my odd numbers. My 2, 4, 6, 8, these are my even numbers. So we talked about unit, tens, hundred places, we talked about primary numbers, we talked about whole numbers, we talked about natural numbers, we also talked about even numbers. Now this number system, in any mathematical topic, we cannot have maths without numbers. So that is why it is very important to understand number system. Now in this number system, there are various kinds of other numbers also, like you talk about fractions, you talk about improper fractions, proper fractions. So what is most important is you identify the number. So let's say for example, if I say 204, so if I ask you, is it divisible by 2? You should say yes. How I check it out? If I write 2004, the units place is 4, the tens place is 0, and the 100 place is 2. So if you divide unit place by 2, it goes off. So you don't have to divide the complete number. You just divide the last digit and it goes off actually. Okay. Similarly, if I say even numbers, as I talked about, it's 2. Let's say if some number is divisible by 3, now how can you know a number is divisible by 3? It has to go off, right? So let's say if I take the example of 69. Now normally if I divide it conventionally, then I would say yeah, it's 23, 3 are 69, right? But if I take 69 as a whole and I try to solve it from a number system, then units place is 9, the tens place is 6. So if I divide 9 by 3, it goes off, right? Because 3 3s are 9. So we get to know that the entire number will be divisible by 3. So in this way, we have various classification of numbers. There are various analogies which are defined to numbers. In this case, we have to ensure that we understand the question correctly. So if I am asked whether this number is divisible by 2 or not, I cannot use the example of 3, right? So you have to understand the question. Because if you start up the question wrongly, you cannot, you are going on a wrong track.